You know, the Bible's telling you, the TV's telling you, the movies are telling you, and you still don't get it.
Shit, nature telling you? That's pride.
Nature?
Edomites are proudful, man. They're pride, full of pride. That pride gonna be your destruction, man.
And you know what? They're the first ones that say, oh, Korea's just, they're the monster. You know, Korea is actually saying that they're getting ready to defend themselves against the monster.
It's like what you were saying about Transformers.
Right. No, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it's just to make the statement of Will, as you was talking about that at the beginning of camp. Hey man, the U.S. just put the THAAD missile system in place in South Korea. Yeah. That would be like, hey man, South Korea didn't come, or North Korea didn't come over here and put a damn missile system in Mexico. So who's really the aggressor? You know what I'm saying?
And then Trump turns around and tells South Korea they have to pay for it.
Right. Oh no, y'all got to. And the South Koreans don't even want that shit there. They're in the streets protesting, singing them little Korean songs and stuff. I ain't trying to, I don't know what the fuck they talking about, but they out there saying they don't want that shit.
Well, that's why the beast, the horror that rises the beast is red. It's a red dragon. It's because it's the Edomite nation.
Which is funny because that's what they call the head of the Ku Klux Klan.
Right, the red dragon.
The Grand Dragon.
Yeah.
Hey man, all y'all dragons is gonna get fucked up.
Was a serpent.
Yeah.
You gonna, hey, we get it.
It's the red dragon. It's all of you fucking Edomites at the higher level ruling this shit like a chess game.
Right. And they gonna get their rocks off, man.
Yeah.
He's still gonna get his last little shots off, man. And you gonna fuck a lot of people up. But in the end, it's gonna be your ass, man. And that's what keeps us grounded and in this faith. Because we know that you're gonna do what you're gonna do. That's fine. We don't fear that. Because if we are of the elect, Lord willing, Ratazah, that that's the case, then we don't really got nothing to worry about. And you still gonna get killed. You still gonna go in the chains. All them dudes are on the sign over there, it's going straight in the chains, man. The power, man. The Lord is a righteous Lord, man.
You're gonna put that beast in a chain like a dog.
That's right. We're gonna lock your ass down, man.
Actually, we're gonna put you in a pit too. Make you dig gold for us. We got a lot of work for you.
God, a lot of shit need to get built too. Talking about gold streets in the kingdom, man. Hey, the kingdom gonna be the shit, man. I mean, it's gonna be beyond. It's not even. You can't even wrap your mind around it because there ain't nothing to compare it to, man. There ain't nothing in this world to compare the kingdom to.
That's right.
This is gonna be so much better than this, man. The damn street don't even hold together in this kingdom, man. Look, fucking potholes everywhere.
Yeah. And you know, the elders were bringing that out. The hate of Esau is not enough. It's not sufficient bread to keep you in this truth. To hate Esau. Your faith has to become on the reward that we're about to receive. We're going to receive a great reward.
That's right.
And that's what we're striving after. And the reward is truly being with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, being with them.
Being joint heirs, man.
Yeah.
And everything you lose in this life, hey man, when you get to the kingdom, you're going to get that back tenfold, man. But we got to get through this destruction. We got to get through these prophecies first, man. Yeah. If you don't want to, you got to endure the struggle, man. You ain't going. When have you ever been given something just for free? If you told you, it's like when you tell your dad, hey man, I want to get the new Xbox or something, and he tells you, all right, that's cool, but you got to do some chores or some shit. You got to clean up the house. You got to get the leaves out the gutter. You got to sweep the garage out. Whatever it may be. You don't just get shit for free, man. The Lord ain't gonna just. Look what they did with Esau. Pulled the keys out of his pocket, dropped it in his hand. Motherfucker got a Maserati and crashed the shit out of it.
Yeah, Esau isn't that spoiled, rotten child.
Right. And through the Spirit,
I thought of it like that. That's the Spirit.
And through the Spirit, they raised their children like that. That's why all you Edomites out of fucking control, man. And everybody done seen it, man. You go to the store, you see the little Edomite. Even when they be little, the little kids out of fucking control, and you be like, damn, if that was me, my mom would slap the teeth out of my mouth, man.
They're like, you can't tell me what to do, Charles.
Right.
So whoa,
like, or they'll be in the crib chilling, mom is calling them, nigga come to the stairs like, what the fuck do you want? Like, damn.
I'm playing Battlefield.
Right, I'm playing Battlefield. I'm playing World of Warcraft. Man, you Edomites is out of control, man. That's why you don't deserve the kingdom, and you ain't gonna keep it. The Lord gonna take it straight from you and give it to the child who went through hell, man. Who went through a shitstorm to get there. And if you 2/3 niggas don't want that, hey, that's fine. You can stay here with Esau and suffer and, you know, have your woman popping all kinds of other niggas and doing whatever the fuck she want to do and talking to you crazy, or be, in the worst case, being locked in the prison house, man.
Yeah. You know, it is a polluted system. You know, it's a very polluted system to where you're living in fear all the time. You're living in fear your kids could get kidnapped, that the social services could come and take your kids, that any day you could do something and find yourself in jail and then find a life sentence after that. That's terrifying. That's a painful to the soul. You know, you might be physically healthy. You might be able to go to run at 24 hours, get a nice little six-pack, get a hot little chick, you know, go get a $5 box at KFC. But you know what? That's coming to a crash. Trump has said it. Everybody's saying that it's coming to a crash. And the scriptures say this next time coming is going to be worse. Yeah, it's going to be worse than all the times together. It's going to be worse slavery. It's going to be worse than Vietnam. It's going to be like all the wars together. But even you can't even understand how crazy it's going to be. Because as you go through this, you're going to have to watch your loved ones die. You got a kid that you love and you can see how precious they are. And you say, oh, I could never see my child being hurt. Well, guess what? You might have to watch your kid's head get cracked open and the brains fall out. And your faith has to remain, that the scriptures have to be fulfilled. Go ahead, brother. Feed us.
This is going back to that Matthew 24 and 13. It says, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Yeah.
Right, man. So he that endures until the end, the same shall be saved. So none of us are saved from that experience in Jacob's trouble in martial law. So our duty right now is to say it's well fitted in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to prepare ourselves mentally for what we're about to go through, like the brother said, which we'll never be able to do. But we need to get our minds right and realize that only through faith and through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is how we're going to make it through this time. Hey man, you have to believe. Hey brother, keep going. Oh no, my bad. I was just gonna say keep reading to about 24, and God's gonna jump in because he had a set. No sweat.
You got it.
And then we'll go to that. I was gonna jump around anyway.
So this is going down to verse 14. And the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world.
And that's what's going on, man. That's why you see on Elder Gabar's last thing on GMS Mailbag, you had that sister from Italy saying that they're watching and listening in Italy, man. It's spreading all over the place.
Hey, this camp in France, or a brother in France who's listening now. You know, they may have a camp. I didn't. I should have watched the video. I can't say that I did.
That just shows you how much more. When really stuff starts like this chips getting pushed, right? Then you're gonna see people flocking in this word, man.
That's right, man.
That's where that parable of the man with the that goes out to get the servants and the ones come in at the last hour. That's where that comes into play. Because you're gonna have brothers come into this at the last hour. Somebody has to fulfill that prophecy. That's right.
Hopefully the shit broke, man.
You know, that's what's gonna divide the 2/3 from the elect.
Yeah, I made a statement about. I remember saying it. I actually think I said it at camp, where it is starting to become more apparent though. Like you can tell pretty much when a nigga is just a 2/3 ass nigga. Yeah. You know, and then there is brothers who at least have some type of zeal for the truth, and maybe they are the elect. You know, I'm not the judge, man, but. You can pretty much tell a 2/3 nigga off the bat.
And you know,
come over here dancing
muscle memory. A lot of fights are won on muscle memory. And reading the scriptures and listening to the scriptures and watching the videos from the elders down, breaking this truth down, it becomes muscle memory. And you'll win battles through muscle memory. And that's just literally force feeding yourself scripture. Because remember, you're sick.
Right.
You got to force feed a sick person back to health.
Yeah.
Can I add something to that? It's like that brother was talking about the muscle memory. You know, like when you're little, you know, your mom maybe told you not to touch the stove because it's too hot. You know, for you to build that muscle, you know, memory, you might have to go through a little bit of
chastisement. You know?
Exactly, man. Or like, you know, what we were saying a little while ago about how you don't just get nothing for free, man. You gotta scratch the claws, do some work. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna just get handed everything.
Hey, that's that, you know, that the baptism with water and then the baptism with fire.
Right.
Because the ones with water, they had the faith to believe. The ones with fire had to catch that judgment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like the brother said, you know, somebody's gonna have to, some niggas just gonna be coons and not gonna learn until they actually get burnt by the stove.
Hey man, that's what it is. And that's really what, I mean, it's really that simple. All right, and to some people it may seem like extreme. You may be like, oh, that's an extreme punishment though. But that's that
But it's
punk ass.
necessary.
Yeah, it's necessary. That's that soft Christianity being forced slave doctrine getting forced down your throat, man. The Lord ain't playing. And we did him so dirty in the ancient time that we deserve that punishment. You know, we deserve the punishment we taking right now. As shitty as that is sometimes. You know, you can't up it. What are you going? That's like you don't want to be that badass kid, man. That badass Edomite kid talking about some fuck you want, Charles. You know, you gonna treat the Lord like that? You gonna say that to the Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know?
Right?
You out your mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, who are you?
Yeah.
We're grasshoppers, man.
And you know, correction is the way of life. And it's fucking cold out here. You know? And you know how cold it is? Moms are killing their kids and eating them.
Right.
You know? Not just animals, people are doing this. So this is just barely the tip of the iceberg of what's about to take place.
The beginning of sorrows.
Look
Right.
at Venezuela, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna be America, man. You people, to some of y'all, that may be so far-fetched, but Venezuela that shit is coming right here. Okay, right here to Colorado Springs. No matter how many tanks you roll up and down the street, it's gonna be wild ass people jumping in them tanks and cooking your asses, man.
I just saw a video they just released. I'm sure it's been passed around to the camp for edification on the
I saw that too.
yeah. They cook those dudes in those. You know, the military comes through with those tanks with water cannons. In Venezuela, they were chucking cocktails, hitting this water. It was a tank with a water cannon, and you don't think it gets hot in there? You know, so a lot of times people have faith in your horses, right? It says in your chariots, but that shit ain't gonna save you. The regular 2/3 is gonna cook you like a lobster. You know, they're gonna firebomb your shit. You see how they riot? And this young generation, they're looking for a reason to kill. That rap music, the movies, everything that compounds a sick mind, they're looking for that chance to become violent and not have to answer for their actions. So Esau and all these other nations have made a very, very destructive cocktail to the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because that's going to be the doors opening for Yahushai. If you ever been to a rock concert, you come in, right? And it'll get loud, like people will start to get ready and it'll start to get loud. Then all of a sudden the lights black out, right? And then all of a sudden the spotlight comes on and it's the star of the show. And then it goes, whoa, right? Screams, they get crazy. This is the entrance of Yahushai. That's him coming back to this earth. And when it comes, he's going to have fireworks. Boom, 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 boom. People are screaming because of all the terror and famine and craziness that you're forced to see. And if you make it past that, when Yahushua does enter, well, everybody's going to see it, because it says even the one that pierced him is going to see.
Yeah, every knee shall bow.
Right. So you can't escape this. You can't hide from it. You cannot be ignorant. You can't. Ignorance is not bliss at this time. Ignoring the truth is not a good idea.
Because we're abortion.
Oh, because I was going to say Jesus is Lord, not the devil.
Well, that is.
That is
That
the
ain't
devil.
Jesus. That ain't Jesus.
Flip it around, Doc.
That's not Jesus.
This is what he really looks like according to the Bible.
Hey, you don't believe in the Bible then?
Yep.
That's right.
Hey, you don't believe in the Lord, and He gonna punish you
Where
for
does
it.
it say he looks like that in the Bible?
It says Jesus is Lord.
Where does it? Oh yeah, you're gonna burn with that image in your head, bro.
Hey, that's right.
Yeah, get ready for those destructions. Get ready for those destructions.
What does she know, bro?
It's gonna say El Diablo.
What does she know,
Hey,
bro?
you know what? In a way, she's true, because when they say Lord in the Bible, if you know the Hebrew, it's supposed to be like Yahweh if it's a capital Lord. And they put that Lord there
Hold up, man.
to
I'm sorry, brother.
confuse you.
Or big G or capital G.
But she didn't,
Yeah.
man. She didn't even acknowledge the scriptures that are on the sign.
No.
The only thing that she saw was white Jesus, and she lost her mind.
That's the thing with people today,
That's
though.
what's wrong with you people,
They
man.
want to see the truth, you know, like physically see it.
No, you just
They want to see what they want.
Yeah.
She was saying Jesus is Lord. She really meant to say white Jesus is Lord.
right. The white man is
And you
He's
know-
not white. He's red.
out of her mind.
I was collecting some information, right? I was doing intel to do a sit down to the Spirit of Yahweh Shimmy the Shai. And I was watching these Jake women put on YouTube why they like to date white men,
Oh man.
right? And do you know what they said? It's because these false images.
Right.
They said, who's Superman? What color is he? Right? Do you see a so-called Negro or Latino in a comic book?
And they actually, there's actually somewhere. I want to say that the original. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the source of where I found this article. But they had made one of the superheroes who was actually the equivalent to Superman. He was a Negro. And
Talk about Moon Man, right?
was it Moon Man?
I don't know if
Hey,
black,
that's
white,
spiritual though, being moved.
Black Lightning is another one who was pretty tight. Going to control lightning.
white, any white,
Yeah, any source of electricity. Period. And well, he can form it out of the sky.
any conformity.
But anyway, man, the point being that the comic got scrapped basically for years, where it was actually done in like the 60s or the 50s or so. And these Edomites were so offended that they made a superhero who was equivalent to Superman and he was a Negro that they lost their damn mind.
Wow.
And they shut it away for a long time. And it actually just recently got released like a year or two ago. But then they also, when they made Green Lantern a Negro for a while.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Hey man, the Edomites that like
Luke Cage.
well, Luke Cage was always a brother though.
Yeah.
He was
But
never.
did you
He
see
always has to be a pimp.
Oh yeah.
Notice he always has to be a pimp. A man with many women is not always a pimp.
Right. Who?
You know, they always try to make a like
Polygamy?
Jake
Right.
a pimp. They got the shirt over.
Hey,
They
but
try to show
that's
him all
my
this
point,
shit.
man. Esau always wanted to make Jake look shitty, man.
And that's what the ladies were saying on there. Jake women, they were saying, who has been showing us as heroes?
Right.
You know, Edomites.
Hey man, I tell you right now, Esau ain't saving you black bitches, man. You nigga bitches is gonna learn so fast.
That's right.
And that's not me being an asshole, man. You know, because I appreciate the aqualists out there who are humble and want to learn. But you American nigga bitches, oh, y'all can go to hell.
Oh, hell yeah.
You can eat a dick and
Dry
die slow,
bones,
man.
bro.
I can't wait,
Dry
actually, to be
bones.
honest. And a lot of them gonna be saved, so I ain't gonna, you know, just bash all of y'all in the head. But it's a lot of you that need death.
That's right.
And death is gonna find you. And I ain't gonna shed a tear when it happens.
I heard a brother saying that, you know, this is a humbling process. And, you know, we look with our eyes and we're like, damn, that looks good. Just like Chinese food sometimes looks
Right.
good. But honestly, it's dead on the inside.
Right.
And honestly, the women that aren't too beautiful, their souls are probably, you know, not probably, they're greater than the good-looking woman.
Right.
Because they've been fed privilege and attention constantly.
Right.
Arrows.
Arrows,
and,
yeah.
and not to, you know, knock the sisters who are humble and want to learn.
Nah, yeah.
But, and you know, there is sisters with good spirits out there that are, you know, beautiful on the inside and out.
Because
But-
the harlots will gain the kingdom
That's right.
before the Pharisees.
But hey, man, like the brother mentioned, some of you women that look incredibly good, and the reason you do all the shit you do is you crave attention. Like you can't function without a nigga texting you or calling you or groveling over you virtually. Hey, we don't give a shit, man. You know, I've had my woman storm out and leave. If she don't want to come back, fuck it. I don't care.
And that's part of the prophecies of this end time. Because you're going to lose. That's part of the prophecy. You're going to lose your woman.
Right.
And I'm sure if you haven't lost your woman yet, there's been times it came close to it over the truth.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
they don't like competing. But see, that's the issue. Is they don't. Well, you know, not that this is the point of our conversation. But the issue with them is they don't want to compete with anything. But when it comes to you, you got to compete for everything. For her attention and her affection
but
and that.
you know,
and that shit.
at the end of the day, she can't compete with them, man.
And that's
because
the-
Yahweh Shai comes first before all
That's
things,
what I was
man.
gonna say, brother.
right.
That's